Good morning, students. In this session, I am going to teach you about impulse and momentum. It's a topic in kinetics of particles, study of moving bodies with considering the forces. So let us explain. What is impulse of a force? Impulse means when a large force acts for a short period of time, that force is called an impulsive force. Okay, it is denoted by I. It's a vector quantity. So, for example, look at a cricket ball. Cricket bat hit on a ball, and football. So here and all, impulse force is acting. So force acting for a short period of time. So the impulse, the formula for impulse will be force into time. Force which is acting within a short period of time. Force into time is linear impulse. Then momentum. Momentum means quantity of motion. Quantity of motion possessed by a moving body is called momentum. The formula for momentum is mass into velocity. Okay, velocity is a mass, a ball having a mass is moving. Okay, moving means it has a velocity. So moving object, the quantity of movement means this velocity into the mass gives the quantity of motion, which is momentum, linear momentum. Okay. Next, let us derive impulse momentum equation. Impulse and momentum equation. Let us derive this relation from Newton's second law. We know the Newton's second law is force is equal to mass into acceleration. So we know that acceleration means dv by dt, rate of change of velocity. Let us cross multiply it and just integrate it. So here f into dt, limit varies from time t1 to t2. So here dv, velocity varies from initial velocity, final velocity. Upon integrating, we will get like this: m into v minus mu. So this integral value of f dt, force into distance, okay, is the impulse. So impulse is equal to, so mass means weight by g, w by g into v minus u. So this equation is impulse momentum equation. Okay, impulse momentum equation. Force into t. Okay, force into t is equal to m into v minus u. So here summation symbol we used because many number of forces may act. Sum of all forces along the direction of forces will be responsible for the movement, impulse. So sigma f into t, and also mass. So the system may have many number of objects and having its own weights. Let us add all the masses which move together. With that we will relate the equation. So this is impulse momentum equation. Final momentum minus initial momentum means impulse. Final momentum means mv. Initial momentum means mu. Let us solve one problem on impulse momentum equation with the help of impulse momentum equation. Let us read the problem. Two weights 80 Newton and 20 Newton are connected by a thread and move along a rough horizontal plane under the action of a force 40 Newton applied to the first weight of 80 Newton as shown in the figure. So diagram is given: a 20 Newton block and an 80 Newton block which are connected together with the help of a thread, and one horizontal force of 40 kN is acting. Due to this horizontal force, the block is moving in this along this plane, rough horizontal plane. The coefficient of friction between the sliding surfaces, so block is sliding in the horizontal surface, frictional force is acting, that friction coefficient of friction on the surface is 0.3. Determine the velocity of the system after 2 seconds. So time interval is 2 seconds. We have to find the velocity, final velocity. And also calculate the tension in the string using impulse momentum equation. So here weight W1 20 kilonewton, W2 80 kilonewton, horizontal force applied is 40 Newton, time duration is 22 seconds, coefficient of friction is given as 0.3. So initial velocity is not given in the questions. That means that the system start from the rest. So the initial velocity is 0 and they are asking us to find the final velocity after 2 seconds. So and also tension in the cable also we have to find. So in order to solve this problem, first we have to draw the free body diagram. So this diagram is a free body diagram. Free body diagram in the sense representing all the forces. The diagram which shows all the forces acting on the body, which is free body diagram. So here how many forces are acting means this horizontal force 40 kilonewton is acting. Let us consider this block 80 Newton block. So in this 40 Newton force is there. So here self weight is 80 kilonewton, right, which is acting downwards. So for this 20 Newton block also the self weight is acting downwards. And as the block is supported, as the block is supported on this horizontal surface, so support reaction perpendicular to the surface acts. So N1 and N2. Here N1 and N2 we can find easily because there is no other vertical forces. No other vertical forces. That means 80, whatever the downward force acting, the equivalent opposite force, reaction force will be created. So if this is 80, this value also 80 Newton. This also 20 Newton. And in the thread, tension force is acting. So when it is pulling towards right, so in the thread, tension force is acting. So if we are considering this block means tension acting in the opposite direction. If you are considering this block means tension acting in the outside of the block. Then here one more force is acting. Frictional forces are also acting on this block because the block is moving by keeping in contact with the surface. So surface roughness produces a horizontal tangential force, frictional force, which is acting in the opposite direction of the movement of the block. It is moving right, so friction always acting in the towards left. So here we can find the friction very easily because we know the N1 value. Then what is F1? Mu into N1, right? Mu, coefficient of friction is given as 0.3. So 0.3 into, so N1 value is 20, we will get F1. Similarly, we will get the value of F2 also because N2 is 80 Newton. So just multiply with the mu, we will get the frictional forces also. So this is the free body diagram. Here we mentioned all the forces acting on it. Horizontal force, self weight, then support normal reactions and frictional forces. Here tension also acting. Then let us find, so in order to substitute in impulse momentum equation, this is impulse momentum equation. So here we need sigma f, time is given, sigma m we can find, final velocity is required, then u is the initial velocity is 0. So here we have to find sigma f first, sum of all horizontal forces. So here 140 Newton force is there, towards right, then tension left and right, totally it is 0. Then this friction forces towards left minus, just all the things we will get sigma f is equal to 10. Then substitute here, sigma f is equal to 10, time is 2 seconds, mass is considering the first block 20 by 9.81 V minus U. We use 0. Regarding the second block 80 Newton, 80 by 9.81 my V minus 0. Just substitute it. We will get the value of V as 1.962 meter per second. That's all about it. Then also they are asking us to find the tension in the string. So for calculating the tension in the string, just consider only one block. Okay, here both the blocks are there. To calculate, just consider free body diagram of one block. Here we find sigma F as sigma F is equal to this friction and tension force also acting. Towards right tension, towards left friction. Then once again apply the impulse momentum equation. Sigma F into T is equal to sigma M into V minus U. Here sigma F is T minus 6. So substitute the values. We will get the value of final velocity also we know, right? 1.962. Just substitute it. We will get the value of tension of the string as 8 Newton. That's all about it. Okay.